Today's review and unboxing is brought to you by the beautiful, beautiful rainy day. Been raining all morning, and I'm loving it.
Gamer lifestyle, so games is what I'm playing. Game on that 6-4, so you know I stay gaming. Game hop on live, then you know I start raping. Game wake up in the morning, turn on the PlayStation. Game playing till my game start breaking. Game I'm a damn nerd, so boy stop hating. Game I'm still gaming. Game she's still gaming. Game y'all still gaming, so games is what we playing. Don't test me, yeah you know I'm going pro. You say you play football, I play Halo. I'm gaming all night, and you know I'm about to play. I bought a new game, so I'm skipping class today.
Yes, YouTube. Today is an unboxing and a review of the Datel Turbo Fighter 2 controller. I bought this just earlier because last night my controller gave out on me. I don't know why, I don't know how. I had taken care of it and it just wouldn't turn on. Played around with it a little bit, nothing. So, $40 controller up at Walmart. I'd rather give Walmart my money than GameStop. And I even got the product care plan, which was $4 for 2 years warranty on it. So if this bad boy breaks, Walmart's gonna take care of it. So let's get right to it. I don't know how much battery power I have. So I'm gonna set this down here because opening stuff like this has become an issue while I am trying to open it. So I'm gonna leave it on my little tripod here. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. And yes, I've got my protein shake, Boomer Sooner. I'm using scissors this time because of the package. Okay, Chief 420, I think I would cut myself this time with my knife if I was using my knife, so. Let's go ahead and just cut this here. Yeah, that's gonna, ow. I see how they have it packaged. That's good. Alright, that should be good enough. As you can see, it's the packaging around the plastic here. I didn't want to cut into anything. First off, before I cut it, it says Bluetooth compatible, no dongle required. I love that word, dongle. Turn your PS3 on and off using your controller, which there's a lot of controllers you can't do that with. Programmable rapid fire. Built-in function control panel. Dual rumble motors. Programmable button mapping. That's one of the big reasons why I got this controller. Sniper mode, I have yet to know what that is. Grips glow blue when in rapid fire mode. And this is kind of a bummer. Requires 2 AA batteries, which I've got rechargeables, but that's kind of stupid. Maybe I can get a charger pack. I don't know. And I'm ripping it. Let me go ahead and just cut it down a little further. The reason I'm real happy about getting this controller is when you play a PS3 game, everyone knows that any first-person shooter should use the R1 and L1 buttons for aim and for fire. There's games out there that will use the L2 and R2 buttons like the Xbox does, and it drives me up the wall. So, okay. And there goes my phone, of course. I haven't gotten texts all morning. Dollars to donuts, that's scuba. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get my camera here. Okay, so here we go. First impression of it, it feels a lot like an Xbox 360 controller. The buttons are a little bit better than I thought they would be. Start and select over here, which could be a problem. Oh boy. And yeah, the charger. Oh, come on off there. The charger, okay, there we go. Kind of looks like an Xbox charger. Let me pull this off of here if I can, one-handed. Using the elbow. There we go. Okay, no, that isn't going to work. Because, oh, hey, my Xbox turned on. Huh, I forgot when you pull that off there. Yeah, see, I mean, it would fit, and that'd be cool, but there's no There's no way to get them to connect like that, so that's a bummer. I was just curious. Okay, so 2 AA batteries. Really kind of hair trigger, which that's okay. You just barely tap it and boom, there you go. Takes a little bit to push those down, which that's fine. And then you got the home button, and then you got the screen here, which just got a protective sticker over it, which I'm probably gonna have to remove off camera. Oh no, there we go. I'm stabbing myself with the corner of it now. Okay. So there we go. I'm going to play with it a little bit. That sounded bad. And that's going to be the second part of this video, which you're about to see right now. Now comes the review part to the Datel TurboFire 2 Evo controller. As you can see, it's lit up and, you know, it's kind of flickering. I don't know what the deal is with the flickering. And, yeah. So, alright. Right out of the box, I was having issues with it. I could jolt it around and lose power. I didn't understand what was going on. It was really frustrating me. Turns out that I guess one of the springs, there's a spring on the other side here on the inside that pushes in once you put the controller in there. It wasn't pushing in all the way, so I bent it up a little bit so there's more spring to it. Now, I mean, I can shake it all day and it won't shut off. Beforehand, I was about to take this thing back. Seriously. Now that it stays on, it's kind of neat. As you can see, you've got the 4 buttons there. The little crosshairs, your sniper mode. The red icon with the bullets is rapid fire. The AB, the green one, is to change your buttons. And the blue one is to turn your vibration on or off, or how powerful you want the vibration to be. You know, a couple of those I'll use, a couple I won't. Even though you see the numbers on there, means I was testing them out. The sniper mode, what that does is you can adjust the sensitivity of the analog sticks. So you hit the button, you turn it on, and your sensitivity drops. So when you're scoping, you move slower. You know, if you've got somebody lined up and you need to just kind of refine your aim a little bit, there you go. Rapid fire, self-explanatory. You know, you can turn a pistol into a auto pistol, which I don't plan on using that much. The vibration, I don't care about the vibration. I turn it off because it does mess with your accuracy. And then my favorite option is the AB, which you can access these by hitting the home button. It lights up, and then, well, I've noticed if I'm not near my PS3, it doesn't do it, but you can, as you can see, you can kind of choose. Boom. Now, as you can see there, you can change, you go up to the button you want. It's kind of hard in the control and the view screen here. Let's say I don't like the way the L1 and L2 are. Let's say I want them swapped. Hit that. There you go. I'm changing it. Boom. I have 2 L1s now. There. Actually, I had these swapped, I believe, because I was testing it out. But there you go. You can change it to anything you want. If I want that to be X, I can have it as X. That's cool. Okay. Push start, comes back out of it. Now, one downfall to this controller is the home button. So far, I've noticed only controls this screen. If you hold down the home button, you can quit your game, you can turn off the system, whatever you want. The problem is I can't go into my crossbar with this controller. So if I want to check a message or whatever, so far that I know, there's no way to do it with this. Also, I've read a little bit online and it says there's firmware available for this. You get a program called the Evo Customizer, and it updates the firmware, and it's supposed to fix the screen flickering, but my computer doesn't recognize it for some reason, which is a problem. Oh, what else? The analog sticks are responsive, but they're not as sensitive as the 6-axis controller. So that's a problem, but you can usually fix that by cranking up the sensitivity in the game just a little bit. To turn these on and off, you can actually assign, there's 2 buttons back here, there and there, 1 and 2. You can assign what those buttons do, which for button 1 I have the rapid fire, for button 2 I have the sniper mode. So I know right now they're not on, even though they're assigned. You hit the button, boom, there you go. You've got your rapid fire going, and that's showing me just how fast it's going to rapid fire by its blinking. Okay, button 2, sniper mode, light stays on. So if I want them both on at the same time, boom, there you go. So far I haven't really noticed a battery drain. They've got the battery meter there, but it was like that earlier. So, and then of course the person on there shows me I'm controller 1. The controller is very kind of clunky. If you're used to Xbox 360 controllers, you'll kind of have the hang of this. But even the Xbox 360 controller is thinner than this one. Using the L1 and the R1 button, it feels like I'm kind of stretching my fingers a little bit to reach them, which I know I don't have to, but it just feels like there's more exercise there. Like I have to really try to get to them. And I mean, it's just kind of because of the way the controller is curved, real kind of frustrating. The R1 and L1 buttons click real quick, and these back here have a little bit of spring to them. They do feel a little funny, but other than that, they were very responsive. So the pros of this controller, obviously being able to change the buttons to what you want is very cool. I really like that because a lot of games don't let you customize your buttons. They change you to a southpaw setting and change up a couple of the buttons, which is very frustrating. Rapid fire, I guess, if you're into cheating a game like Modern Warfare or whatever. You know, I still hate cheaters in the game. But the pro definitely is the customization of the controller in general. Also, pro, you can turn the PS3 on and off with this by hitting the home button. There is a lot of controllers that require a dongle that won't let you do that. What else? What other pros? The digital pad's very responsive. It doesn't click or anything like that. It rocks around. So it's not really like the 6-axis where it's 4 buttons. Cons of this controller. I can't access my crossbar using the home button, which is a real frustration for me because I'm always on my crossbar. Con, I had to do some bending on some of the contacts in the battery compartment to get it to stay on. Another con, I can't update the firmware. It seems like I'm going to have to try another computer with that. And once again, the screen flickers like crazy. And the joysticks are not as responsive as they could be. And another con, this thing is clunky as hell. It's not heavy, but you're gripping a controller, that's for sure. Would I recommend it at $40? No. This is not a $40 controller. This, I would pay $25 tops for this. It lights up neat. You know, it's neat to have access to those, to the options there. But at $40, it is not worth it. So I hope anybody who's going to see about one of these controllers will see this video, and it'll help you make a educated decision on whether to buy one or not. To be quite honest, I think it would have been better going with the Mini Pro Elite that they had there, which it doesn't have any of the bells and whistles, but it just looks like an all-around solid controller. So anyway, thank you for watching. Hope this has helped. Cheers.